United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And here's Charlie with the announcements. Oops.
Morning. Today is Thursday, August 28th, 2025. It's a white day, and lucky for you, there are not many announcements. All students who are elected to student government in May have a meeting right after school today in Fuller Basement. See Mr. Ryan or me with any questions. If you are interested in making a difference in our community, please consider joining the Vermont Youth Leaders in Aging. See Ms. Cote and Tinker for more information and the application. Happy birthday today to Reese Dimmick, Benjamin Wright, and Tucker Richard. Happy birthday. And then today for sports, we have varsity and JV field hockey scrimmage at Berlin at 4 and 5:30. Please dismiss the teams at 1. That's it. Have a great day.
Thank you, Charlie. It is my great pleasure to bring up as our first speaker someone you all know well who makes really good cotton candy, Ms. Hanson.
Thanks, Dr. Howell. Good morning, everyone. I think that the other day you might have heard a little from Dr. Howell about optimism fuels. It's on the sign right now. And so I wanted to give you a little bit of a framework because I understand optimism fuels as that being that optimism gives us the energy to keep us moving forward and believing in what's possible. So if optimism fuels, then what I think is that gratitude grounds us. It anchors us in appreciation for what we have and creates a foundation of contentment that we really do need. Optimism reaches toward tomorrow. Gratitude embraces today. And so with that, I want to share some gratitude. I want to start by thanking our club and activity, student leaders and advisors who showed our community all the wonderful ways we can be involved. And I want to thank those who took part in the first annual Topper Fest. It was such a fun way to spend a few hours. I'd like to thank the folks in facilities who made sure we have plenty of tables and extension cords, to the teachers who stopped by to help make popcorn and snow cones and smile at the students playing games. It was so awesome to see so many of you patiently waiting for cotton candy, involved in activities, and just generally having fun on that first full day of school. Thanks too to the small but mighty cleanup crew of Miss Huntington, Miss Porter, Miss Higgs, Miss Dickinson, and 3 students who I want to give a special shout out to, Hugh Casey, Harley Matei, and Michael Millett. I want to give a special thank you too to Miss Huntington and Miss Porter, who were the creativity, fun, and brain power behind bringing this event to life. Miss Huntington's been dreaming this up since last year, and I know she feels incredibly proud of how it turned out. I can't really think of a better way to start our year. So a final thank you to everyone who made Topperfest just so awesome, and a little round of applause, please. I also want to congratulate our senior class dean, Mr. O'Brien, the senior class advisors, and the senior class on a truly wonderful senior sunset. In the words of Dr. Voorhees, it was delightfully wholesome. It was so fun to watch so many of you start your senior year together. The 2026 you painted looked wonderful. It didn't smell that great, I have to be honest, but it sure did look beautiful. And most of all, your smiles looked really great. This was our 3rd senior sunset that we've held, and I'm told our most well-attended. So nice job, seniors, for leading from the front here. Congrats to all who joined us, and well done to everyone. Thanks for making it such a great night.
Thank you, Ms. Hanson. I'm going to have to skip my first page of material because Ms. Hanson and I had a lot of the same ideas. So to thank everyone who was involved in the club and activity fair, thank Ms. Hanson, who made actually so much cotton candy that when she came back to Colby Hall, she said, "Don't stay away from me, I'm sticky." Ms. Porter, particularly as a new faculty member, as our student life coordinator, is doing great. Let's give a round of applause for Ms. Porter. She's doing awesome. And all the class deans who ran your class meetings, all the students and faculty who set up tables to share their clubs and X-Blocks. It was fun to see Stowe and Mayo Greens buzzing in the way that they were. You may have heard, but you'll hear again and again, that we really want you all to get involved in something, after school or on weekends, to participate, to find something that you haven't tried and to try it, or to bring us something that you love to do and teach us to do it. So Mr. O'Brien, who just got a hand, our senior class dean, has in the past described himself as annoyingly positive. He is the club advisor for the Dungeons and Dragons Club, which has a ton of members, and he's reminded us in the past that if you don't find a club or activity that the particular club and activity you're looking for, you should talk to us and see if you can create that club or find a sponsor for it. Do you love fly fishing? Do you like watching old movies with other people who like watching old movies? Do you want to make new movies? Do you want to learn how to make butter or cheese? I'm willing to bet that there is at least one faculty member who would like to help you and an interested group make mozzarella cheese while watching Casablanca. So please, follow Mr. O'Brien's advice and dream about what you'd like to do while you're here. Dream big, and then talk about it with Ms. Porter, with your advisor, or your teachers, or any adult. So I want to say a word about our faculty and staff, those adults who are here for you, both to teach you and to be your team, your network of support here at the Academy. Your advisor is someone who is one adult who's here specifically to offer you that support, someone who doesn't grade you or coach you, but who knows you well and who you can turn to and is an important part of your life here at school. Your advisor is sometimes the person who is, as Mr. Ryan has put it in the past, a member of your family whether you like it or not. And sometimes you'll find connection and trust with an adult other than your advisor. So we really want to encourage you to connect with anyone in that way. When we have connections and trusted people in our lives, we're more likely both to join in and find the joy in everything we're doing in school, and we're more likely to reach out when we need a haven or a help, which we all sometimes do. So yesterday, when the power went out on this side of the street, we were talking in our incident management team, we have one of those, about what to do. So we needed to make a plan for if the power stayed off for long enough to be really disruptive. In the meantime, we had you stay all where you were in your A block classes. And when we realized that it could be quite a while, we talked about how long it would really make sense to have everyone stay in the same room with their A block classes and spend that much time together. One of us, possibly Ms. Gary or Ms. Hanson, it's the kind of thing that they might say, said, "It's an opportunity," which meant, of course, it's an opportunity. Staying in the same place together is an opportunity for everyone to get to know each other better. So after the power went back on in time for a little bit late start to B block, I ran into Mr. Rowling, who's up in the balcony, who's one of our new faculty at the Academy, and he teaches English. And I said, "I'm sorry about that. Thank you for managing that extra time in A block." And he said, No. It was great. We had time to get to know each other better. In fact, I think someone might be bringing me some maple syrup. What great good fortune it is that we are here with people who take moments of stress and turn them into moments of connection. When the lights go out, they offer light of their own. I once knew a great pastor who loved to talk. He said once that he'd happily address an assembly of fire plugs if they seemed to be paying attention. He once told a group of adults who were going to be supports for young people, so new teachers, that there are two kinds of people in the world: radiators and drains. He said, if you're one of the former, you bring light and energy and warmth to your interactions with other people in whatever form that is. It could be a blazing fire like Ms. Moran's and Ms. Fatiades and Mr. Holden, or quieter radiating like Mr. Carr or Ms. Munier or Mr. Shea or Ms. Deedham. Peter Gomes was the name of this pastor, and he said, if you are one of the former, a radiator, then welcome to the world of supporting young people on their journeys. He then said, if you find that you are the latter, if you are a drain, if you're someone who takes the energy out of the room, who swallows up joy and leaves everybody feeling worse, if you find that you're the latter, then I invite you to find another line of work immediately. So as we gather at the beginning of our year together, I want to rejoice in the fact that we have so many radiators among us, people who bring light and power in their own ways, people who bring optimism, which is our theme for the year. Having optimism gives everyone around you fuel and energy. Optimism is not just about being cheery. It's about having hope, about believing in the possibility that even those things that feel like trials or pains in the neck, even when the power literally goes out, that those things are opportunities if we're willing to see them that way. So if we can be radiators and not drains, if we can be thoughtful and careful with one another and try to be the one in the conversation who's bringing the energy and the optimism, a world of possibility opens to us. Possibility for conversations about the complex, larger world. Possibility for learning things from each other. Possibility to serve the community around us and think of new ways to support and energize the people that we spend our days with. So it's part of what we say about ourselves at SJA, that we have deep optimism regarding young people. What that means is that we see the opportunities for you. We believe in your capacity to contribute, and we want more than anything to figure out how, what that contribution is going to be. It means that SJA is a place where everyone can feel not just that they're safe, which the incident management team and all of the adults in this school want and try to effectuate, but they truly belong, that they have a voice and power. Not only do you have a seat at the table or a place in the conversation, you can choose the topics, you can bring the energy, you can lead the discussion. We learn from each other. We heal divisions. We learn together and are safe together, even when that's difficult. We're patient. We're kind. We respect and care about one another. So let's be like Mr. O'Brien and Ms. Hanson and Mr. Rowling, and so annoyingly positive, like so many of our radiant community members. Let's harness the power of that optimism, that deep optimism, to create our school community. And let's start today. Faculty.